Moving out's going well. I've moved out of home now for it's been almost 5 weeks, and week one, I almost shut myself in my own house. So that's how adulthood's going. How are you? Because I almost had shit running down my leg. What happened was, we had a leaking, so we bought toilet paper, as you do when you move house. You're like, oh, we need some bloody poo tickets, so get them up me, or not up me, just get them on me and wiping what needs to be wiped. That's what they're for. So we bought some, then we put them under the laundry sink. Unfortunately, to our knowledge, we did not know that we had a leak in our laundry sink. So the leak, as soon as we turned on the laundry sink for something, a day later, I found all the toilet rolls as I went to change one, just completely soaked under the cabinet. I was like, oh dear, what's going to happen? So Meg was like, don't worry, I'm out at the moment on the way home from work. I'll pick up some toilet paper on the way home at the shop. So I was like, great, thank you so much, because I really need, when you're just like, I don't want to be graphic, but when you're heaving for a dump, you're frothing at the mouth, you're frothing at the butthole, right? You're fiending for that sweet release. I was at that point. I was at the point where I was like, sit down, just breathe. It's gonna be okay. It was the only time I'd ever considered starting meditation and just slow breathing, and I'll just be like, if I just suck them in, my ass isn't going to fall out of my pants. Because that's how I was feeling. I was like, that's fine. Makes me home in half an hour. Distract yourself. Do something. Watch something. Unpack some stuff. Look, you got a lot to do. All right. And you can't shit on the floor. All right. Have you ever, I don't know if maybe this is just me being a desperate man, but have you ever walked past a sink and just considered it? Being like, I could stuff it down. Or like in a drain, that's when you know you're desperate, is when you look at a drain and go, no, that's not a toilet. But there's a half a second where you go, but maybe. So that's where I was at. Not a great start to adult life, is it? When you're considering shitting in your new sink in a rental. Imagine explaining that to the plumber. Just being like he's like, this is a human poo. And you're going like, yeah, dude, shit got bad, all right? Because really, you should have called the plumber to fix the laundry sink, not the plumber to plunge out your poo, right? You should. Anyway, so I'm waiting for Meg to come back with toilet paper. She comes back with all the shopping, I'm thinking, thank God, Meg's back, woohoo! I kind of look around the shopping bags, and I go, did you bring the toilet paper? She's like, yeah, I bought toilet paper. I got toilet paper off the shelf. I purchased it. She's like, where's the toilet paper? I was like, it must be in the car. So I ran out to the car and I was like, no, not in there. I was like, you sure you bought it? She's like, no, I definitely bought it. We looked at the receipt. There's toilet paper there. I was like, you bought some toilet rolls. All right, where is it? And she goes, oh, shit. I think I might have left it at the self-serve checkout. And she's like, oh, like I'm so tired from work. Like, is it cool if you like go up and get them? And I was like, I was already at the door. She didn't have to ask me. All right. I'm like, dude, it's already fucking running down my leg. All right. I'm going to have to go get this toilet paper. Like, I was, even on the drive to the shops, I was like eyeing off bushes, shrubbery, drains, puddles, lakes, anywhere that I could use to relieve myself. Now, I've talked about doing a public poo once in this podcast before. I'm very proud to say I've still only ever done one public poo back in year 10 in the Grampians. And that still remains to this day, and I'm proud of that. I didn't do a public poo. I rocked up to the Safeway. My first thought was, does Safeway have a toilet? So I'm shitting myself. Once again, have not evolved. It's 2020. We're in the future, and I'm still about to shit myself in a supermarket. Awesome. So I'm in the supermarket. I'm just like, at this point, I can't think. You know when like your brain just turns to mush and all you can think about, my brain turned to poo because all I wanted to do was poo. So So I go to that self-serve desk and I'm like, hey, my girlfriend, I bought the receipt. I was like, she has this she had left this toilet paper here. And I think the lady was like wondering, like, why is he in such a rush? Like, does he need it now? And I was like, I need it now. Like, I almost considered like, yeah, I was like, just, can I duck behind the desk? I'll just pop a squat and you just have to deal with this. I was at that point. So then I go in, I pick up the 12 pack, right? I've got this big heaps of toilet rolls. It might have been like even a 24 pack, like a jumbo pack of toilet paper, whatever the biggest one is. I forget. I think it's 12 or is it 24? I don't know. I'm walking out of the supermarket with that. And do you know how much people stare at you if you just leave a supermarket with toilet paper? I only realized it in that situation. Usually it's like, I'm going to get bread, milk. Oh, we need new toilet paper. Oh, got to pick up that. And you walk out with like a bag of shit. It's like this guy just nodded at me on the way out. He just went, just like out of respect maybe. Because like I was just toilet paper. Like that's the man who needs the shit. If you watch it, I was the guy just walking out, singlet, thongs, just with I was walking so briskly that it sent a message to everyone in that car park of that Woolworths just going, move out of the way. This bloke's got a dump. And I barely made it home. And I ran inside. I got it done. But boy, oh boy, it wasn't a good start to moving out and adult life. Because forever, that's going to be my first memory of like, you know, people have moving out stories and that's my story now. People go, how was moving out? I'm like, well, yeah, I almost shat myself within a week in my own house. So, not great.